Are you looking for a low profile way to mount ditch lights on your 3rd gen Toyota Tundra? Well, we got a great solution for you. First, I'm going to show you guys how to install it. Installation for these is super easy. All you're going to need is a 12mm socket and a ratchet, your bracket. Then we're just going to remove these 2 bolts right here and bolt our bracket in place. As you can see on the passenger side, I've already have it installed, and you can see how I have the light installed as well as the wire zip tied down the bracket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and install this. Now, there's a couple different ways you can go about doing the installation. You can do 1 bolt like this, but you got to be careful because this corner of this bracket, when it's tilted at that angle, can actually contact your hood right here and scuff up your paint. So honestly, the better way to do that is actually just take the 2 bolts out and deal with kind of wrestling the hood. So what you're going to do, you're just going to go ahead and 12mm socket, go ahead and get these loose. One's going to come out super easy. The other one's going to come out wrestling the hood. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and start taking this out. And what's going to happen is, as you get this loose, the hood and the strut are going to kind of fight against you. So you want to have your bracket nearby. So I'll put my hand up here on the hood. Go ahead and wiggle this guy out, like so. Okay, so now I'm securing the hood with my left hand, like so. I'm going to go ahead and put the bolt through there. Okay, and then I'm going to push the hood up and kind of get it back lined up. You don't want to cross thread this, so make sure it threads by hand. Just get started. Like so. Now you're going to be able to see where the paint line is from where the hinge was, and you're going to want to make sure you get that lined up again. So the same thing, you're going to kind of push the hood around until this guy lines up. Okay, so now I have both of them started, as you can see. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and tighten it down. Same thing, you're going to kind of move the hood around, kind of line up the paint so you can kind of see where the mount was before. Okay, so from there you're going to want to route your wires. You're going to zip tie them through these holes here and then zip tie it down. You're going to bring your wiring down here. If you're going to an S-Pod or into your cab, then you're going to run your wire across the firewall to the passenger side. Same way, kind of up through the cowl right there, and as you can see, everything's zipped together. So anyways, I'll shut the hood and we can talk about some lights. A couple of things that makes our ditch light brackets unique are the positioning of the light. We keep it super low, so we're only off the height of the hood about 5/8 of an inch. And then from there, we offset the light way out to the outside so that when you put this on here, you're actually lighting the side path of the road as opposed to this part of your hood. Now, if you're riding around in a white truck or a cement truck or a light silver truck, what's going to happen is if this light is too far inside, you're actually going to light bright this up and it's actually going to blind you. It's not really the ideal situation when you're just trying to see kind of out your peripheral. So the best thing to do is to get the light way out here and aim it out just like this. So then at that point, you're only going to end up lighting up about this much of this hood and fender. The rest will be lighting the ditch, lighting the woods, lighting the trail, wherever you're at. So you can mount a regular style light as like this, or you can go with these XL lights. This is a rigid XL light. You can also run the Baja Design Squadron Pro, which is a larger light. Now when you go ahead and install this guy, what you're going to want to make sure you do is you're going to want to make sure the light is offset on the bracket as far in as you can go, because when you pop this hood open and this thing swings, you don't want this large bracket on this or the Squadron Pro to actually come into contact with the top of this fender right here. So just make sure that you're real careful when you do install these and that you're kind of watching and flipping your hood to make sure that there's clearance. All right guys, so I'm going to go ahead and finish installing this light. I'm going to run the wires, zip tie them down, get them all plugged in, get them ready to go. Then as always, I hope to see you on the trail, or maybe you'll be spotting me in a ditch, or that sounds kind of weird, isn't it? You never know how you're going to go. So anyways, if you see me dead in a ditch, light me up.